This is Patty Harper's house. We're going to go in and take a tour.
Say the date.
This is October the 11th, 2023. Mother passed away 4 days ago. I want to show you her house and before we start moving things around. This is the living room. Now, believe it or not, there was a lot more stuff in here a year or two ago, and Mother wanted us to start putting things away. So we did, and I wish I would have done a video back then. We're just going to walk around and look at some stuff. Brian did that. And Jay did that. There's Mama's boys. This is a lot of Mother's family going way back, way back. TV's in there. Mother had to sit in the middle of the room to be closer to the TV to see it better. Get on this side of the room. She loved her crowns. Pammy is with me and she'll help describe some of these things. The back wall, I'll give you a long shot here. But the back wall is Mother's bird wall. Lots of bird houses and little birds and other stuff, plus her vintage suitcase collection. Mother made the swags. She made swags that said a lot of things. This little swivel lamp here was Grandma's. That white chair was a good find from the Goodwill store a few years ago. Mother loved her bargains. Of course, here's the first of a lot of her pastries, faux pastries that are scattered around. We found that somebody was throwing it out. The Windsor chair goes way back. There's Bambino. All right, let's go into the dining room. This is not lit as well, but I think you can see. We got some of the fall decorations out. There were a whole lot more little cowboys and hubbles and things in here, but Mother's given away a lot of them to family over the years so their kids could have them. Mother had a lot of needlepoint things that friends of hers did. I think Emily Vowell probably did a lot of those. Angel Williams did a lot of those kind of things. Mother loved making these lace doilies. Not, they were made from lace doilies, but lace swags. The silver all needs polishing. She liked clocks
And chairs.
and chairs.
Chairs all over the house.
Okay, so there's the dining room. Now we're going to go into the kitchen. We'll get you a long view here real quick, and then we'll move around. Some more of her collection up there. The watermelon stuff was Paula's. She collected watermelon items. Mother's one of her sugar bowl chandeliers. Crocs. A lot of Crocs. Bowls and more bowls and more bowls. This is the antique stove that Paula found in the basement of an old abandoned church near Abilene way back. Mother's had it for a long time. There's another one of her sugar bowl chandeliers. I think she invented those. The pendulum is not working right now on that clock, but she loved pendulums on clocks. Mary's daughter Caitlin made that for Mother, and it includes some things that were her mother, Barbara Abbott's. Makes it very special. Some more of Mother's faux pastries. Goes into the laundry room and pantry. She had a lot of baskets. She liked baskets, picnic baskets, but she also used them to store her stuff.
Her craft supplies.
All right, let's head back through the living room and go back to the quilt room. We're going to skip the red, white, and blue room that was at the front of the house because I was living in there with Mother and there's no closets. I had all my stuff in there, so everything's really just kind of piled up. Another swag. Love. There's the long view of the quilt room. Oh, look, the beds have quilts. What do you know? And that pendulum doesn't work anymore. You can't seem to find clocks anymore with pendulums. That shelf was covered with neat little things. She had a lot of Easter rabbit stuff in here. A lot of that has been put away. I believe that was Grandma's chest. Quilts in the picture. And up here we've got her teddy bear collection. There used to be more. Some of those are vintage. I think she made this little chandelier from a little tea set items. She loved hanging crystals off of things too. There's a quilt rack with some more quilts. I don't think she made this angel, but she made a lot very similar to this. There's one of her rabbits down there, a couple of them. All righty. Now we'll go into Mother's room. Let's just get in the middle of the room here and give you a quick panorama. Okay, so this is Grandma and Granddad Ryland's wedding certificate. That dresser was in Mother and Daddy's bedroom at Merchant Street for a long time. Always loved looking in that top right drawer because Daddy kept his watches, and he had his Wittenauer in there with a stainless mesh bracelet. I love that. Mother loved this little basket. Looks very European. I don't think it's original. It's a reproduction, but it's she loved that. It's got a lot of her little crafts down in it stored. Here's Bambino, Mother's first. And that's one of Daddy's very few oil paintings. Mother has had that painting there for many years. And she's had this comforter here for many years. She liked this little iron bench at the base of the bed. This is a thrift store wall. Those two on the left, thrift store. The one on the right and that on the left were a garage sale up the street. Somebody was throwing that one out. We grabbed it. family pictures. Neat little clay head sculpture. This just very darling. She's had for a long time. Got that at a thrift store. That's supposed to be Napoleon's sister. And here's her collection of Marys, the Virgin Mary and a few priests, part of her crucifix collection. She kept a lot of her little glass items in here that she would use for making craft sugar bowl chandeliers and what have you. She liked her angels, and she's got some of her angels over here. Found this. First she thought it was an angel, but it's actually a little fairy. And Pam painted it and put this really nice little wreath around the head, and it's just lovely. Mother's rosaries and her crosses. She made that one there on the right. It's got buttons on it. This was Grandma's twin mirrors. And basically, that's it. Thank you for watching.